I will just ask one more question before we wrap this up, especially since you spoke about emotions. And I speak with a lot of women leaders who feel a lot, but they find it very difficult to express what they feel. And because of a lot of notions in society that this is wrong or this is not your place or what
Yes.
will others think. So can you share maybe your experience, but also a message for women leaders who I think are in touch with something which many men struggle to,
Yeah.
but how to give it expression? What would be your message
Yeah.
to anybody listening? And it could be male or female. Uh,
Right.
yeah,
No, I think first of all, we need to get away from this thought process that leaders are not supposed to have emotions. That vulnerability is also important for us to connect with our teams and leaders. Obviously, not on a regular basis, but they should feel that there is a person behind this leader or mentor that we're talking to. So that's extremely important. And like I said, even I was similar in the initial stages. But as soon as I started exploring being connected to people as a person, maybe my leaders or my senior leadership, it does help. And I have seen that the scenario is changing where everybody is pretty open to that. And I think that has been because of my exposure to various businesses across the globe, because a lot of other cultures are fine in having those interpersonal connects or having that friendships around. So that has really shaped my entire ethos around this. And I would say for women, you should not be scared. That's one thing. A lot of us come from the place of fear. If we come from a place of saying, I am here because I'm supposed to be here, because I'm talented, I'm capable, I'm good at my work, and find your voice, it really gives you that seat at the table. And that also allows you to be a woman and not be like a man. I think we women come with our own sensibilities and outlooks that are required from a business sense, and we should not let go of that. We should definitely not let go of that. The synergies that can be between both the genders that we pick up in some things we are good in, some things the males are good in. Really shutting out everything that is as a woman is not something which I would definitely advise. Be yourself, be authentic, be true to yourself, even in your
yeah,
discussions and interactions in your professional life, because I've seen people are appreciative of that.
yeah.
If you are open to it, and it is fine to be a little vulnerable. That makes us human, and that makes things much more real rather than just being very at superficial level.
Absolutely. And I think I would just add one more thing, and that it's so easy to judge ourselves, right? Why am I feeling this? Or how will this be taken by others? Instead of seeing that, instead of having a judgmental view towards our emotions, we can simply get curious and ask ourselves, right? Why am I feeling angry or happy? What is it so important to me? What do I
Correct.
really care about?
Correct.
So there is valuable information in our emotions. And
Right.
if we can, instead of fighting them, if we can honor them, and as you said,
Yes.
find that voice
Yes.
to express it, I think
Correct.
that's the biggest inner guidance, especially we spoke about purpose earlier. No matter what role you play, I think that's where you can start to shape yourself as a leader. So
Right.
thank you for
Just one more thing is allow yourself to do mistakes, to make mistakes. We all are humans, we are not perfect. We all want to be perfect. But what is really perfection? That's again something which is very subjective. So allow yourself to make mistakes, but learn from them. And my guidance to my teams is always, okay, you've made the mistake once, don't repeat it. Ensure that you understand what the issue is and fix it the best of your abilities, so that you don't really fall into the same trap or make the same mistakes. And that's where I also look at my personal plus professional life. Are you really repeating the same mistakes and falling in the same traps? And how can you move away from that? That's extremely important.
absolutely.